It appears that Ronna McDaniel's term as RNC chair is finally coming to an end, as Donald Trump says he'll be recommending changes to the RNC. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back into the new video, and today it is time that we talk about the chaos that is unfolding within the RNC, because everyone, it appears that we are gonna finally see change within the RNC, because everyone, Donald Trump has just said he will be recommending changes to the RNC, and just a little bit ago, like 10 minutes ago, the RNC's chief of staff has just stepped down. Yeah, it appears that we're finally going to see some kind of change within the RNC. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, I do want to be 100% clear. I understand that there's a possibility that Ronna McDaniel stays as RNC chair. Absolutely. I'm not saying it's 100% guarantee that Ron is gone. But I find it very odd. The day after, or actually 2 days after, Trump said we need change at the RNC, the chief of staff stepped down. So let's get into it, because it seems like that Trump is realizing, okay, this RNC is a complete clown show. There needs to be some kind of change now. Donald Trump met with Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel Monday, one day after the former president said he expected there to be changes at the RNC. The meeting, which took place at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, was confirmed by two people familiar with the discussion. So, there seems to be some kind of talks happening. I highly doubt Trump would say on Fox News that maybe we need some kind of change, or wherever he said that on. But then the next day, meet with the person and suddenly change tunes. I doubt that. I just think this was a discussion of, look, we need some change at the RNC. You might be a nice woman, but let's face it. You haven't seen much success as the RNC chair. After the meeting, Trump wrote in a post on Truth Social that McDaniel was his friend, but said he would be calling for changes to the committee following the South Carolina GOP primary on February 24th. And just like I said, Trump is meeting with Ronna not because he's secretly conspiring to keep her in charge. It doesn't sound like that. It just sounds like, look, let's just sit down and discuss the future of the RNC. And I think they've come to the conclusion, at least Team Trump, that Ronna, she's not fit. Listen, I'm not assuming that she's a bad woman. I'm not saying that at all. But she's not a good chairwoman. She's just not. I mean, after 2022, that should have been the last straw. Really 2023, but it seems like the past couple of months, it really seems like people are starting to realize, yeah, she's not fit. There's a lot of crap going on. The fundraising's pathetic. I mean, that's the one thing that you had some credibility if you argued she was a good fundraiser. I mean, 2020, they raised quite a bit of money. Same thing in 2018, 2019, etc. But was that because of her, or was that because of Trump? Ron is now head of the RNC, and I'll be making a decision the day after the South Carolina primary as to my recommendations for RNC growth, he wrote. Yeah, if this doesn't sound like change is coming, I don't know what is. Trump handpicked McDaniel to run the RNC shortly after his 2016 election, after the two have long been close. But in recent months, he has publicly attacked the committee for its decision to host primary debates featuring his Republican rivals, debates in which he refused to participate. He argued that the RNC should be focused more on issues related to voter integrity, despite the committee spending tens of millions of dollars. Okay, they've spent money on it, supposedly, but where's the money? You know, they claim that they've spent this much money on voter integrity on bank your vote, but I think the voter integrity stuff, that's done. I think a lot of people understand, yeah, we got plenty of that. A lot of people are poll watchers. The integrity part, I don't think's the problem. It's get out the vote operation. Where is the focus on early voting? I know they have bank your vote, but it's a mailing list. Who freaking cares? Listen, it was a good idea to start building a list of who's interested in voting early. But you gotta expand upon it. You can't just say, oh, well, it's a mailing list and that's it. You should be expanding upon it. It's a good idea. And Youngkin did expand upon it a little bit. And sure, Republicans didn't win in Virginia, but they still did damn good, considering it was a Biden plus 10 state. Top Republicans, meanwhile, have raised concerns about the party's finances heading into the general election. The RNC ended 2023 with just $8 million in cash on hand, less than half as much as the DNC. And remember, the DNC has been broke for a decade. Yeah, the DNC has been broke for years, because the difference between the GOP and the Democrat Party is the RNC is centralized. The Republican Party is centralized around the RNC. Democrat Party, not so much. That's why this is a big problem. Like, just $8 million? Where did the money go? I mean, I made a whole stream on the RNC spending tens of millions of dollars on consulting fees, on flowers, limousines, blah, blah, blah. It's like, really? That's what you spent all of that money on? Trump, who is the strong frontrunner to win the nomination, suggested that he would push for changes during an interview that aired Sunday on Fox News. I think she did great when she ran Michigan for me. I think she did okay initially in the RNC. I would say right now, there'll probably be some changes made. And I actually agree with this. Listen, 2018 was an L, but at least you could say it was a blue wave, and we did pretty good in the Senate. You could say that was Trump's doing, but fine. 2020, overperformed in the House, but Senate, I guess we did overperform in, like, Michigan and Iowa, but we still lost control of the Senate. I think what really did it was 2022. That, for a lot of people, was the final straw. Because you can make arguments 2018 was a blue wave, but she still was a good fundraiser. Now, she can't fundraise worth a damn. And now she has seen defeats in what could very well should have been one of the best electorates in 2022. It does seem like that the RNC is going to see some kind of change. I mean, how could Trump say this on Fox News and the fact that a lot of people in the GOP are not happy with her and nothing changes? McDaniel is the longest serving RNC chair in modern history, having held the position since 2017, and that I think is the problem. She should have been the RNC chair for 3 years at most. After 2020, usually when a party loses the presidency, usually there's a change. Usually, the party's like, we lost that election. And especially for someone like McDaniel, it's like, you've been here for 3-4 years. Yeah, it's time to move on. But over the last year, she has come under criticism from conservative activists, namely those from the pro-Trump group Turning Point USA, who regard her as too aligned with the party establishment. Last year, she faced opposition in a re-election bid from Harmeet Dillon, a California RNC committee member who was bolstered by Turning Point USA. McDaniel ended up winning easily, with Dillon notching the support of 55 RNC members. So even before the fundraising this year, a lot of people in the RNC was saying, hey, this is bad. Like, after what happened in 2022, you should not be head of the RNC. The fact that now a lot of these people that did support McDaniel, including Trump, are finally realizing, okay, her only strong suit was fundraising, supposedly. Now she can't even fundraise? What's the point? There are several ways a possible RNC shakeup could play out should McDaniel leave, and she has not yet publicly said whether she will step down. there would be an election for a replacement. Trump could conceivably endorse a candidate in that race. I think that's what's going to happen. I think McDaniel realizes, okay, I tried, but the rest of the RNC thinks I'm not doing a good job. Fine. I'm not assuming that she's a, like a McConnell type that would screw certain Republicans over because of some pettiness. Yeah, she did go after Vivek, but outside of that, she does not seem like a McConnell type. Yeah, she's an establishment hack, but she doesn't scream, we're not going to help certain people because Orange Man. But the other possibility is the Trump campaign could just, install someone at the committee who would have control over operations. Which, I don't see the Trump campaign doing that. They must have had some discussions even before Monday with Ronna and her team that, hey, maybe it's time for a change. I mean, you cannot tell me the chief of staff stepping down a day after wasn't just a coincidence. Listen, they're claiming that this was planned for months, but the fact that he stepped down now, I think that we're going to see someone different as chair of the RNC, but who knows? Maybe she stays in, which I would not be a big fan of, and I doubt even people at the RNC want her anymore. They're starting to realize she tried, but she can't even fundraise properly, and that was her one big thing in 2018, 2019, 2020. At least, supposedly, she was a good fundraiser. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.